Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Flight 96 podcast. I'm your host, Hunter Foreman, and today, this was originally supposed to be Coffee Brown, but due to some scheduling conflicts, I guess you can say, that interview will not be happening. It was supposed to be uploaded on Monday. As I'm recording this on a Tuesday, it'll be uploaded on a Wednesday. So, but thankfully, I have a great replacement. I've been able to get to know this guy for about a couple of months. I talk to this guy multiple times a week. He's one of the, very few people in battle rap that I can call a homie, and outside of battle rap, I can definitely call him a homie as well. And he definitely has. I've seen him come from the trap all the way to We Go Hard. I've seen him just go from leaps and bounds and get to, make himself a mainstay guy. You know what I'm saying? On, I guess you can say, the underground circuit, because we're still waiting for that big push, but it's coming. It's inevitable. But representing We Go Hard, the what I believe is the second We Go Hard battler. Shout out to Jerry West being the first We Go Hard battler on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us, staccz. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's happening, man? Shit, man. What's up, man?
Yo, man, listen. I want to get straight to it, man. Midnight Bars 8. staccz versus B-Trills.
Right.
That's going down this weekend. If any of y'all are listening to this and you in the New York area, get your tickets now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be definitely a movie out there. Besides staccz versus B-Trills, we got Gwitty versus Cool. I believe who's Kid Rock battling? If I'm not mistaken.
Cakes.
Yes, Kid Rock versus Cakes. That was supposed to happen at Halloween Havoc 6. And it got moved to here. What does it feel like? I mean, is this your first Midnight Bars card?
Facts.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, Midnight Bars has been home to some of We Go Hard's best battles. I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Chess versus Dougie, and that did leaps and bounds for not just Chess, not just Dougie, but We Go Hard in general. And I think you could agree with that as well. But where do you see this matchup? Do you think this matchup is going to be? I mean, of course, I know you're going to always go for the 3-0. But how do you feel about this match, not only happening at Midnight Bars, but in We Go Hard, and you versus a puncher like B-Trills? What do you think about this matchup right now?
See, Trills is nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, when you're dealing with somebody like Trills, everything has to be strategic as possible. Like, you can't play, especially with a card like this, you can't play. You can't walk in there and think that joking around is gonna take you far. It's not. You know what I mean? And that day it's like, be yourself, but come in there at 1,000, because if you don't kill somebody like that, like shit like that is like dropping the ball. You feel me?
Yeah.
For you to continue going up, you gotta kill shit, and you have to get killed.
This is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a fight. I know it is, because
it is gonna be a fight. I like fights.
That's the thing. I know you like it when your opponent, brings that fight right to you. I mean, the first battle I saw you was versus Rebel, and back versus when you was in the trap, and you were never the type of person to, because I've seen some battlers where they they either want their opponent to choke or want their opponent to not have like great reaction. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen multiple times in battles. You're that type of person that says, "Nah, bro, give me your best bars. I want your best bars. I want the best you." You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of respect for battlers who do that. So when it comes to Beach Drills is known to be as a puncher, and to me, his last battle was against. Well, his last battle was a PG up at the DMV Pray For Me card that happened a couple weeks ago. And one thing that I notice every time I see Beat Trill's battles, you know what I'm saying, he gets straight to the punch. You know what I'm saying? I see sometimes you like to have a nice little setup that ends up, with a nice little haymaker, and that definitely gets you started. So, knowing that Beat Trills gets straight to the punch, does that modify your preparation? Does that make you approach this battle differently, knowing that he just gets straight to the bars and not have this long drawn out scheme or setup? He just gets straight to it. What has that done for your preparation?
To be honest with you, I don't know if anybody do this, but I've taken on the mindset of Scarecrow from Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
And he uses this theory, a chemical bound substance called toxin,
mm-hmm.
that once released, it shows a person their own fears. Like, that's all they see in the room. So when I look at my opponents, I try to think of what their phobias are, and then from there it's like I attack how I'm supposed to. Because Trill's phobia is he's scared of not being looked at as a killer. Like,
okay.
At some point in time, this can all collapse for him. Like, he doesn't want to be the nigga that dies. So when he approaches a battle, it's not for the people merely. It's for him to test himself. But in the same token, he has to win. I'm going, like, it's like, that's all I need right there. Because I know, like, anything I'm going to do, it's things I do you don't do. So if I overpower you in those areas, you're fucked. And with battles like this, it's not a matter if, it's I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different, bro. Like, it don't affect me at all. It's just like, I just tell myself I can't walk in there and play at all, whatsoever. And I will bring these phobias to light, because it's 3 rounds.
It is. So absolutely.
Day, if you go first, or I'll go first. If I go first, it's tone setting. That's what some niggas gotta understand. When you going first in a battle, like, when you have anything for that matter, you going in there to prove a point, you know what I'm saying? So, but not to the people, to yourself immediately. So it's like, you gotta be on the positive road.
Also, when I think of people who automatically go first, like when, you know what I'm saying, they say, fuck the coin toss, you know what I'm saying, I'm going first. I think that shows a little bit of, of good confidence. Like, for, perfect example, when John went first against Hollow at Summer Madness last month, knowing it was a grudge match, you know what I'm saying? I don't see this as a grudge match. I just see this as 2 We Go Hard guys who had to see each other. I think somewhere down the line, you was going to see Trills whether you liked it or not. You had to. And and you know what I'm saying? So, but when I think when a battler just volunteers to go first, that makes me think that they are really confident in their material, and they know that they can beat their opponent 3-0, 2-1, however they see it in their uh, um, eyes or whatever. But what I do want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, is your rise. You know what I'm saying? Is that you've kind of done this, this little independent thing. I mean, you quote unquote retired somebody on a trap. You know what I'm saying? Your words, not mine. You beat
I did though.
you know what I'm saying?
Seriously, have you seen that MC since?
No, you right. So that might be true. That actually is true. So, but my thing is that you've only had one URL drop in your career, but to me, you should have been on the PGs a long time ago. And I tell you this all the time. I tell you should have gotten a PG a long time ago. And you know what I'm saying? And because everybody always makes the because I remember, going back, I even went back and watched your first battle at the Feast, and your first We Go Hard battle at the Feast, excuse me. And everybody's always like, "Oh man,
my first We Go Hard battle at the Feast."
Am I wrong about that, or?
My first We Go Hard battle was Cody the Bull, so I made him too.
Okay, all right then. Then the first and then my apologies, but
Okay.
No, but what I was trying to get at is that everybody, early on in your career, you always got the chess comparisons, and and of course, after a while, I feel like that started to bother you, but it didn't bother you for a short time because it never slowed your progression. I don't think it ever, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it ever really got to you where it was like, yo, man, I gotta really stand out, but you stand out on your own without even trying. And when I heard you rap for the first time, again, like I said, first battle I ever heard of you was versus Rebel, and everybody just, you know what I'm saying, and everybody was telling me that this dude sounds like Chess, and I'm like, okay, let me check this out, and I'm like, no, he doesn't. As much as aggressive as Chess is, I think you're more aggressive than Chess, which is crazy to even say. You know what I'm saying? And of course, sometimes you'll have the same wordplay or whatever, but that's with anybody. You could say, everybody sometimes has the same wordplay, so that's not really a big deal. So I personally don't see the comparisons between you and Chess ever. I've never seen that before. Has that ever bothered you at one point? Where it got to a point where you was like, yo, all right, let's chill out with this.
To be real, yeah, but all it really did was make me want to smoke you so bad. Hopefully, the next person learns from using that angle, because it's not the same. I'm not my brother. Mm-hmm. My brother's my brother, I'm me. Mm-hmm. So it's I'm gonna smoke you in my way. We both rap differently, so to the day, that shit doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't really bother me anymore because I'll be wilding the fuck out of niggas. So at the end of the day.
Speaking of wilding, yeah, exactly. And speaking of wilding and speaking of rapping, I want to get into to my personal, great performances from you, starting with you versus Bubba Ford. And I always talk to you about this Bubba Ford battle. I always talk to you about it. This is facts. I always tell you, I said, bro, you need to take that staccz every time into every battle, because I don't know who that was. I don't know what you was mad at. I don't know who pissed you off. I don't know who took whatever somebody took something from you. Somebody did something, whatever that whoever did something to you on that day, man. Listen, you need to harness that energy and take it into every battle afterwards, because it's crazy, because of course if you see the battle on camera, what I'm talking about is staccz versus Bubba Ford, it's kind of like David versus Goliath physically. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Ford's a very big and tall kind of guy, and you mean and you know you're short and skinny. You know what I'm saying? Just from a physical standpoint. So when you watch this battle without any like preconceived notion of what's about to happen, you think like, oh man, this dude in the do rag is finna 30 stacks or beat stacks or whatever, and then you see the battle and you see Stacks just almost pushing him around the whole battle. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, and then it got to the fetus kicking bar, which I always give you so much credit for, because that was like, son, that was, it almost is up there with you versus P Easy and the scammers went on a scavenger hunt bar. And I give you so much credit for those because I never heard anything like that before. Never. I mean, I've heard scammers something my pieces hitting. I've heard a bunch of those bars before, but I've never heard pieces everywhere. The scammers went on the scavenge. I've never heard that before. And I've never heard of.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like you bring this like aggressive, like almost every not every battle, but almost every battle. I'm thinking like, yo, he push him one more. He pushes if his opponent keeps letting him push him like that, then it's just this battle's gonna get stopped. But it doesn't, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. And like I always kind of respect the opponents because they know it's rap, and I always appreciate that at the end of the day. So when I watch your Bubba Ford battle, and I just watch it just because it's just pure entertainment, and you my dog, and it's just like, bro, like this was just a nasty like just one round body. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel after that battle versus Bubba? Actually, we've talked about it before, but you know what I'm saying. I want to dive in deeper with the people who aren't familiar with Stacks, and who are fans of battle rap that just haven't, you know, peeped you out. So how did you feel going into that battle and, you know, leaving that battle?
For one, I go through a lot of like everybody go through shit like this, really.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's all about how you channel the shit. So with me, I was going through some shit around that time period, and I look at the professional standpoint of the battle on paper, and I'm like, being with the award that was given to him around that time period and everything wrapped around his career, I actually watched the movement from when he started till then. And I was supposed to battle him before that time period, actually. And I couldn't do it. I had to postpone it. So it just so happened that the time that I did take it, I was going through all that shit that I was going through. So with him, it was like, I'm gonna smoke your bones, bro. I see nothing less than this. I don't care less about anything else that's being looked at. Like, I just want to release the anger, like, back out some type of way. But preparing for him, when I started writing for him, I seen so much similarities in our career, except for the comparison portion. Like, his career was similar to mine. After his title challenge and shit, and he had another one, he started to get plates. Like, he had plates every go off, but he started to get plates at our battle a lot. And he barely had any wins at home. But he had his still, he was getting cool with Kitty and et cetera, et cetera. So my point was to prove that we're the same in a way, because remember, I had a lot of plates in the trap too.
Mm-hmm.
And I had less than just one win at home. So it was like, I could just try to continuously bring that up in my career, but he's doing the same thing in his own way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to approach it like that. Plus, I wanted to have a conversation. I didn't really care about rapping. I just wanted to have a conversation.
And that's what motivated you was not only, you know, you were going through personal stuff, which, hey, I completely understand, but he was just basically at the wrong. Basically, what you telling me is that he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Nah, he was at the right place at the right time. They booked him for that.
Yeah.
Once you book for that, you're not at the wrong place at the wrong time. You book to work. You better fucking work.
Yeah.
It's your job. You don't got nothing else to do.
Now, which one was this? Was the Bubba Ford battle before or after the P-Eazy battle?
It was before P-Eazy.
Okay, it was before P-Eazy. Okay. So, when you got that battle, P-Eazy, that had the infamous scammers went on the scavenger hunt. When you battle P-Eazy, every time, and I'm a fan of P-Eazy. Shout out to P-Eazy. I like P-Eazy because I think he's different. And when I watched that battle on We Go Hard, I used to watch it just for entertainment value, because every time you would just not want to face him, like you would just turn away and this fool would just get right in your like basically like go around and try to get in your face and stuff, and I thought that was kind of funny. But now I just kind of just listen to it just to listen to the bars. And when you build up to that scavenger line, man, and that in the place, then like the camera, I felt like the camera shook. I mean, it may not seem that way, but I felt like the camera shook. My screen shook just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a little bit of it was a room rocker, and I was just like, yo, why isn't this dude on URL in the PG class at least? I'm not asking him to be on top tier on Summer Madness, on none of that. But why isn't this dude on a PG card doing his thing? Because there's a lot of people that I see you battling on a PG card that I think you would do great with. Like even though he's already had his PGs, but you and Dougie is a match that I've always wanted to see. I think, and if it goes down on a URL card, then cool. But on a but it definitely needs to go down on a We Go Hard card, if any at that. Dougie, I just feel like you and Dougie's style kind of, it's not a style clash because y'all have a very aggressive style, but I feel like y'all could have a conversation with each other that both of y'all would understand, and it'd be like, and I think the crowd would just be like, wow, like this is the definition of gritty, which is your thing. This is your thing. That's another thing that I hate when people make the chess comparisons. You are a gritty person. You have this own niche. You have this own identity. That staccz is gritty. Gritty is your style. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you scheme. Yeah, you punch. But gritty, aggressive, that's you. That is all you. And every time I see you battle, it's always like, yo, like I'm gonna, like, it's always I'm not, you forget this distance stuff. I'm gonna get in your face and I'm gonna talk to you like a man, because you came to battle me like a man. So I'm gonna talk to you like a man. So every time I see, you know what I'm saying, whether it be you versus Bubba, you versus P-Eazy, you versus Quiddy, you know what I'm saying? It's always that you always keep that same energy. And it just, does that just stem from like you still want to prove that you are one of the best up and comers, or like or is it that is just naturally how you are?
I feel like when you come into an industry like this, you gotta have your own demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
So comparison and no comparison, you gotta have something about you that stands out.
Absolutely.
So if you're on a card, you could sell tickets because of what people want to see. So this is a natural thing. Like, it just worked out in the industry for me. But this is a natural thing. Like, this is how I express myself. So if I do what I do, have a certain type of urge to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yo, there's nobody, like, I'm not going to talk to a therapist about things. Battle rap is like a way of me
Cleansing.
telling you what I'll do to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like telling you what I'll do to you, like in the thoughts, and I won't get indicted for it. Yeah,
Is it? But isn't that what everybody does though? Like if
I could tell you I'll kill you and not have to go through repercussions of that.
exactly, like I feel like battle rap I think is the best way to get your anger out. Personally, I mean, you know what I'm saying. You see a lot of people telling their stories about, you know what I'm saying, their personal lives, and it kind of gets a little bit dark, but it's like, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you know, this person who's rapping this is like is pouring their heart out, like I mean,
It's for poetry.
yeah, exactly, or
Poetry.
yeah, or just aggressive poetry. I call it aggressive poetry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you've called you are the type of person you went from the trap to We Go Hard, and the fact is that you call We Go Hard your home. Absolutely 100%. And there's a couple of people that I've told you that you should battle. We talked about one of them, which was Dougie. I would also love to see you versus Styles, because we saw a little bit of hint of that, you know, in your battle versus Gwitty. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, I want to see Styles back in that We Go Hard ring, personally, and I feel like you are kind of like almost the best opponent to give to him. You know what I'm saying? That or Ishmula, one of y'all, and how do you? I mean, yes, you've battled Gwitty, who's a We Go Hard like top tier vet, but who? If you had to book your own We Go Hard battle, you know what I'm saying? If you had to book your own We Go Hard dream battle, who would it be?
Dream battle?
Yes.
I don't think I have a dream battle.
You don't think you have one?
Not a dream battle. Like, I just have like people I want to smoke. I don't have no dream battle though. But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's because I always think that, you know, people who go hard for battle rap and really get into it, because you also do music as well, so you kind of go, you know, probably maybe 60-40, 60 in the music, 40 in battle rap, or maybe even 50-50. And I see, you know, people, I see diss tracks now. I saw it this year with B Dot and Mike P. They both made a diss track about each other to set up their battle for at Initiation, and I believe Loso and Twerk made each other diss tracks to set up their future battle whenever that's going to take place. Hopefully next year. That'd be crazy. Also, we'll also get to Twerk, because I know that he's a huge influence on you. To me, that's just the way that I see it. And because because it's usually when I call you and be like, yo, you see this Twerk battle, and you be like, yo, this fool. He said every time he wants to give me, he gets me a kill. He said watching, you tell me that watching Twerk gets you in kill mode every time.
Him and a lot of people, and a lot of other people. But it's like, yeah, him and a lot of other people. Cause it's like, they say study the greats to be a great. Mm-hmm. And like, my mentor is, to me, I feel like the mentor of my career is a person that I could always sit down with, that gave me pointers, that helped me out a lot with chess. Like, chess was like, being, not me, like, you learn a lot. So it's like, I learned how to be in, like how what to do in the ring and how to incorporate myself the right way and work on myself as an MC from like being next to him a lot. So the comparisons I don't give a fuck about because I learned shit from that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna learn from your brother, my nigga, especially when he's a great. So when I see other greats, I got to see my brother against a person I consider great. Is like, yo, what the fuck?
And we
You know
talking about that band battle.
Like, and we talking about great pens. JC has a great pen. I watch JC too. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like I've watched the Verb. I watched Sean. I've watched like Lux and clips in them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like you want to be a great, you gotta study the greats. But sometimes it's what the greats. When you're doing something wrong, and you might run into one of them one day, and they'll be like, oh, yo, I seen this, and I noticed that. You know what I mean? Try this because I did that in my career, and this went. You know what I mean? So some of them could relate to you in some type of way in the near future. If you ever run into them, or ever get a chance to speak to them, type shit, and they watch you and they know of you, and etc. So, like, those are things that you gotta keep in mind when you want to be great, bro. Like, you can't just be. And somebody, it's always gonna be a blueprint that's like a blueprint done before you. That's similar to the blueprint you do.
Yeah.
Take you only one place. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta watch. Like I watch those people a lot. Like he's one of my favorites. Like one of my favorite people to like. You know what I mean? Watch and be like, damn, like sheesh. Like make you want to get in his zone and kill something crazy.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You know what I mean? Like,
Twerk is a different monster, man.
Like,
He's a monster, man.
You got, because it's different type of monsters, bro. You got the aggressive, vocabulary, intricate ones. Then you got the ones that's just aggressive. Then you got the ones that's struggle aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the different types of, like, and chess and twerk fall under aggressive, intricate.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, so when you, it's not you biting somebody's rap style or, because everybody can wordplay, everybody can be intricate, everybody can be this and that, but not everybody do it. So when you have a couple people that do it, it's like, nigga, you want to keep this shit together? Like, you're not biting nobody's shit. You're not copying what they writing down and flipping it. Nah, like, you coming up with your own shit from watching them smoke somebody. Make you motivated to go home to smoke somebody. So that's what that's about. Like,
That's and I think that's an awesome thing that, you know, I see a lot of people doing now. Especially that I do that too. Like when I watch, like, you know, like some of my favorite like mainstream artists or even battle rappers doing stuff like either putting out music or having like a great line or something like that, or doing like some great like endeavor or something like that. That motivates me to go and, you know, try to, you know, better myself and get my, you know, my brand up and do better things for myself, because it's like, because sometimes sometimes you can draw inspiration from yourself, but most of the time you draw inspiration from others. And I think when you draw inspiration from other people, it's more stronger, because it's like, I can do that. It's kind of like a little bit of a competition. Like, oh, he can do that? Okay, that means I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I see, I just see like when I see like, you know, perfect example, when I see like J. Cole doing like crazy concerts and starting up like foundations and having, you know, his record label, you know, his record label artists like doing amazing stuff. Like Jid just put out a album called DiCaprio 2 that was great. Kaz put out an Affected album that was great. Boz just put out a album called The Milky Way that I thought was great. You know what I'm saying?
who?
Boz.
Oh.
Yeah, Jake Wood. All these dudes are J. Cole. All these dudes are J. Cole artists. And when I see Cole putting on these guys, it's like, man, I build my own brand to the point where I can start putting on people. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I know the steps to get there. So it kind of motivates me to kind of be like, yo, like I'm gonna try harder. I'm gonna try harder now. Like I'm gonna kick it into another gear and really get to, the point that I want to be. But Midnight Bars 8. I can't stress this enough because this is a battle that I think I don't know, man. Just the way you've been talking about this battle, I feel like you might bring out a different kind of stacks for this. Not saying a different kind of, like, you might try something new. You might, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying you're going to do any of that. I just feel like this is people usually try to like talk down to you and try the old guy, young boy approach. You know what I'm saying? The little man, big man approach. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody, but I feel like, everybody got you losing?
Everybody got losing. Yeah.
What? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess I'm just. I guess.
Right now in the votes, right now in the polls, I'm losing.
See, that's hard for me to believe because it's like, because.
But that's good though, because it's
It
like.
should be motivation for you.
I'm gonna lose.
It's motivation for you. Yeah, when I feel like that's the best thing. Like when you turn that negative energy that's being thrown at you, and you turn that into motivation to like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Oh my God! Remember when? Perfect example, bro. Like, remember when people were having Mike P beat Shotgun Suge on Smack Volume 1? Look what happened. Look what happened.
I never had Mike P beat Suge.
Well, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, or just the thing when if you make K-Shine mad, if you piss K-Shine off, you gonna have a long night. I mean, we saw that versus we saw what happened when Avert pissed him off, and what happened? Nasty. Nasty.
Yeah, so I just personally feel like. Oh man, I just can't wait.
You can't. I can't wait either, man, because I feel like this is a chance for you, not only to show basically people that are stuff that I already know, that you are ready to take that next big step to that next level. You know what I'm saying? That you ready to start playing with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? And I've been waiting. Like I said, I've been waiting for this since I saw you versus Rebel, man. I knew as soon as because I knew you were under the tutelage of Steams and Chess and everybody over there, and you can learn a lot from those people, especially Chess, because Chess was a prodigy. He learned, you know what I'm saying? We started seeing him when he was 16, maybe even 15. I mean, how old was he when he was battling on his battle challenge when he was in the park? Like 15?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? So we've seen Chess go from 15 to what, 19 now? And you know what I'm saying? So I kind of think I've been seeing the same thing from you, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, you're a little bit older, but like I've seen you kind of progress, you know what I'm saying, going from Trap House to, having some great opportunities over at UW to and then making, your name on the on We Go Hard and becoming a mainstay guy because, and to me, like, I'm like just from homie to homie, I'm actually like really proud of you because it's like, and to see the progression, you know what I'm saying, and it's just dope to see how if you stick to your guns and you don't let anybody mess with your vision, and not let anybody tell you what to really do, you could absolutely do anything that you could possibly can. And now look at you, bro. Now look at you. You on your way up. You got booked. What do you say? You told me a while ago that you got booked in in North Carolina.
In South Carolina?
South Carolina, excuse me. South Carolina, excuse me. Yeah, you got booked in South Carolina. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? That means people from other states are starting to take notice of your talents as well. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's just only one step from here. But I'm gonna end on this real quick. What can we expect? Midnight Bars, I'm gonna give you the floor. Tell us what we can expect. Midnight Bars 8 this weekend. We go hard. Staccz versus Beat Trills. What can we expect?
A monumental performance. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. That's all I can really say. It's gonna be crazy.
My man sounds laser focused right now. This reminds me of like the day before a boxer's big fight. You know what I'm saying? This reminds me of that. This you know what I'm saying? This reminds me of him getting laser focused, hitting them extra jabs in the gym. Like you know what I'm saying? He said I feel like Staccz, I feel like you could go right now.
I can.
I feel like you could go right now. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. That's why I like We Go Hard, because I swear y'all be on go all the time, bro. Y'all be on.
Because I don't feel like everybody understands really what's going on there. What's about to be done. I don't know how everybody look at it.
They don't know what's about to happen. They don't know what's about to happen. Is you telling me?
It's like I'm not gonna make this a movie that's regular. Like this can be a movie. Make a movie. Like
it's gonna be different. It's just you's gonna be in a different bag.
This is gonna be wicked.
Yikes!
I chilled around witches for this.
Ah,
nigga with witches.
This fool be talking.
In the bag, never.
Oh,
I was in a house surrounded around witchcraft.
Yo, I'm gonna ask you this: are you gonna be in that Bubba 4 bag, or you are gonna be in a worse bag than that?
This is not that, bro. It's not the same approach.
Oh no.
Therefore, I've been chilling in a house full of witchcraft, bro. Like,
you been in a dungeon. You been in the dungeons? What you telling me?
Man, I've been around chopped heads and livers and etc. Like organs.
My man loves horror movies over here, bro. My man loves horror movies.
I make my own horror movies, bro. I told him I was going to strap him to an electric chair and pour battery acid on his dreadlocks.
Yo, we getting violent right
now? And he said, "You look like the type to bring battery acid to me. You don't understand." Like, you think this shit is a joke? I'm not laughing. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like,
so you're not giving him a round, is what you telling me?
I might nail your feet to the floor and shoot through your face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't getting no rounds.
Nail your feet to the floor, nail your hands together, and then shoot that in your face.
Bro, this sound like the Method Man. This sound like the beginning of Method Man right now when they start about torturing people.
All right, give him a round. Like I feel like I said, if he slip up, he gonna get fucking 30. I'm gonna slaughter him. You know what I'm saying? If you slip, you're dead, bro.
So you mean to tell me there's two ways this battle could go? This battle could either go a classic or a 30.
Facts.
Well,
if he take a round, that'd be lucky, and it'll only be a coin toss, maybe. So
he said, "Yo, talk your shit." Nah, Staccz, nah, bro. Turn up, bro. Staccz, talk your shit, bro. Because everybody got you losing on these polls. They got you losing on the polls, man.
I have to be this calm, like, because nobody really looks at facts of things. So I have to be this calm.
You can't be raw. You can't be raw right now. Oh, okay, never mind. We going back.
But it's like
you got to be laser focused right now.
It's Tuesday. I can't be like that right now.
It's Tuesday. Yo, that's the.
Even when I get in the mirror even when I get in the mirror and go over my shit.
Bro, I want that on the excerpt. It's Tuesday.
I don't even see that's gonna be there. I don't even see if that can be there in my, like, when I'm practicing. Like, I got that day.
Yo, man, listen.
It's better like that.
Yo, so I'm gonna ask you this, because I wanna put you. I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but I want you to give me a good. I want you to give me a good answer when I ask this. After Trills, who does Stax want next? I want a name. Dougie?
Mm-hmm.
Dougie. Nah, bro. Hey, everybody in We Go Hard, Steams, City, yo, Stax versus Dougie. I want it. When I did the amount of analysis that I did for Halloween Havoc 6, and I went and did the predictions for it. I'll do whatever. What you want me to host what? Okay, what's up? Wait a minute. I'll host a face off. After Trills, if you set up Dougie and Stax, I want the face off. Or y'all can come on my show and talk to each other over on the line. I want that. I want that to happen. I want that. That's gritty on gritty. That's gonna be aggressiveness versus aggressiveness. That's what I want. That's what I want. I mean, I don't know how hyped Stax would be about the battle. I mean, yes, he says he wants Dougie next, but that's how hyped I would be. I would want to host the face off. And y'all are probably thinking, "Oh yeah, well Stax is your man." I will be impartial. I will be impartial. I will be a mediator. Set it up. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop talking. Set it up. Set it up. City, Steams, set it up. Set it up. And it has to be in a small room. I don't want this to be on no weird honeycomb hideout. Love Day. The next Love Day. There it is. I said it. The next Love Day, Stax versus Dougie. I want to see it. And the We Go Hard people, I think they would want to see it as well. So, Stax, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm Don King selling the fight right now. You know what I'm saying? You versus B Trails is gonna be a punch out, whether nobody likes it or not. But you about to bring violence. You about to bring like spikes and axes and probably wear a Jason mask to the arena or something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And try to create this Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger vibe. You know what I'm saying? And really go 3 rounds just full of just violence. And you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, this is another one of those David versus Goliath feasibility kind of matchups because Beatrice is a big dude, and you know, but I don't think that's not a factor for you. It never was a factor for you. You've battled bigger dudes, and you don't care about that. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So the takeaway from this, Stax versus B Trills, Midnight Bars 8 on We Go Hard is happening this weekend. Get your tickets if you in the New York area, and City, whoever's at We Go Hard, get at me, cause Stax versus Dougie needs to go down. Next Love Day, I don't care, wherever. Needs to be main event too. My man deserves that plate, most definitely. So Stax, what any last words? Any last words for your people out here?
Listen, look out for my EP. Do Not Disturb on all platforms, iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, Deezer. I mean, go get that.
So I will put all the links.
Shout out City.
Yep.
Yola Chase, my music videos out. Shout out Clip. Shout out your boy Clip, because he shot that and he directed that and shot it. So y'all want to hit him up too. Really, good game, million shit. Everything is fucking lit.
Oh,
And I'ma smoke. I'm gonna be high as shit while you rapping. I'm gonna smoke a blunt every round. So listen, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm not playing. I'm so fucking serious.
It's over for him?
So it's lit.
It's over for him?
Tuesday, man.
Oh.
Today's Tuesday.
It's today. It's Tuesday, man. It's Tuesday. That's the name of the episode, fam. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
I mean, so it's over.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Stax, again, I thank you for coming on the show on a day's notice.
I'm gonna give each one of his dreadlocks to every poverty baby I know, and I'm gonna see how much money they can get off of it.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, it's about to get nasty. Midnight Bars 8. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Stax versus B Trails. Gwitty versus Cool. Born making his We Go Hard debut versus Aura. Kid Rock versus Cakes. The return of Ciroc, you heard, is going down. What else am I missing? You know what I'm saying? What else am I missing as I pull up the card right?
Gwitty and Cool.
Gwitty and Cool family. Gwitty and Cool. Paper versus paper. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be something to watch, man. This card, when I saw this card, I kind of got a little nervous because we got P-Eazy versus Maya Slansky. We got Uncle Flip versus your boy Henny number 3. Shout out to Henny.
No. That's not happening. I got switched to Tough Freak. So it's Henny versus Tough Freak.
So it's Henny versus Top Freak?
Henny versus Top Freak.
Okay. All right. So Henny versus Top Freak. Authentic versus Ty Main.
Ty Main is Tough Freak.
Okay. My bad.
Authentic and Flip couldn't do it. So Ty and Henny, they gonna be shooting.
Charisma versus Miss Tosh is going down as well. That's a female battle right there.
Okay, we can see that one. Charisma.
Poverty Baby member, if I'm being correct, Brasi versus Ciroc, you heard.
Millions. Yes, sir.
And yeah. So my
Ciroc too.
Yeah, and they both battled. Go check that battle out on Trap. What battle are you most looking forward to as we close this episode out? What battle are you most looking forward to? Besides your own battle.
I'm looking forward to see this whole Gwitty and Cool thing. Brasi and Ciroc. I want to see Charisma shit too and shit. Should be doing a whole one too. And I definitely want to see Gang and Top Freak. So that shit is gonna be lit.
Well, again, Stax, I appreciate you coming on a day's notice, my brother. You know, you always you always got open door on the show, of course. You know what I'm saying? And we go hard. Stax versus Dougie next Love Day. Holla at me for the face off. Holla at me for the face off. We can set it up. I'm all the way with it.
Mad Gritty.
Nasty.
Mad Gritty.
We out.